What if you could just describe an automation in plain English, like you're texting a friend, and have a full working system built in minutes? No code, no drag and drop, no tutorials to follow, just you, describing what you want, and an AI that actually builds it. That's what Claude Code does. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to use it, starting from zero. So let me just start with a quick story. Imagine you want to build a piece of IKEA furniture. You've got two options. Option A, you read the manual, find every screw, slot every piece together by yourself, and that's pretty much the traditional coding, precise, powerful, but also pretty exhausting. And then you have the second option, option B. You describe what you want to a master carpenter and they just build it, while you watch and ask questions if they're confused. That's pretty much Claude Code. Claude Code actually writes and runs the code for you. It builds real working tools and automation from plain English description. So today we're going to build a real automation together. No coding background needed, I promise. So let's set it up. So this is the only technical part of the videos and I'm going to make it as painless as possible. So you pretty much need two things. You need VS Code and you need Claude Code. VS Code is a free app, so let me show you how you can download it. Just go inside your browser, type VS Code, enter the VS Code, the first result you get, and keep in mind you need the blue one. You have a purple and blue one, take the blue one, go inside here and download for your operating system. I have a Mac OS, so just click on it and start download and install it. So VS Code is a free app, and think about it like a Microsoft Word, but for your code, you don't really need to write any code in it. It's just a workspace where Claude Code lives. Okay, so once you finish installing VS Code, you just open it up, look at the left sidebar, and there's a little icon in here with the 4 squares. Just click on it. In here you can write Claude Code. Then click on the first part. And here you will have an option to install it. I already have it, but just click install and it will take a couple of seconds. So after you finished installing it, you will have this small Anthropic logo here. So you can click on it and then you will see your first Claude Code chat. So it will ask you to log in here. So usually it does require a paid plan. The pro plan, I think it's about $17 a month. It works great for the start. If you end up doing a lot of building, you will probably want to upgrade, but for now you can just start with the basic plan. Once you're logged in, you'll see a chat interface appearing on the right side of VS Code that you can see in here. And it looks like ChatGPT, but that's your Claude Code agent. So let me explain to you what you see right now on the screen. So on the right side, you see the Claude Code chat. This is where you talk to him like ChatGPT and code with it. And on the left side in here, you need to close this one. Just click on it. And then click on the uppermost left part. It's called the Explorer. And I know it can seem a little bit overwhelming right now, but don't worry, I'll explain everything. So on the left part is where the files and the project lives. So basically on the left is a project and on the right is the AI builder. That's it, that's the whole interface. So let's begin with the most basic stuff. There is a thing that most people skip, and this is the reason their automation usually comes up really generic and messy. So every Claude Code project needs a mission briefing. Let me explain to you. You can think about it like a brilliant constructor that you just hired, and you say, build me a house. It will build to you something, but you need to hand it a blueprints, room specification, and style preferences, your budget, and they will build exactly what you want. In Claude Code, the mission briefing is a file called claude.md. The .md is just markdown. You create it once, drop it in your project folder, and Claude Code reads it every time it works on your project. So as you can see, on the left part is you. Then you have the claude.md, which is all of the plans and how to do the project. And then you have on the right side, the Claude Code. So basically this file tells Claude Code three main things: what the project is for, what are the tools and the capabilities it has access to, and what rules it should follow. So let me show you what it actually looks like in practice. So for the sake of the video, we'll open a new folder and I will show you how to make a claude.md file. Just go in here, again, click on the Explorer, click on Open Folder. If you don't see this part, you can just go to File and then Open Folder. Then go to Desktop or wherever you want the new folder to be. Click on New Folder, then call it with a good name like Claude Projects, click create and open. So as you can see, we have a whole new project. And again, as you can see, we have Claude under dash projects in here. And as we did before, you can just go in here. And again, if you don't see right, like it's in here right now, the Claude, the Anthropic logo, just go into here, into the 4 boxes, click write Claude Code, click on it, and then you'll have the logo here. And again, just click on it, and then you will open a Claude Code chat. Again, go back into the Explorer here, and close this page. As you can see, it's like a regular browser. You can open a lot of tabs, so whatever you don't need, you can just close. So this one we don't need. Also, in here on the right side, if you don't have it, it's fine, and if you have it, just close it. So let me just drag and drop this claude.md file in here, and we'll go over it step by step, and I'll explain it to you. So, as you can see, this is the claude.md file. I'll read it to you, and then we'll go step by step over what it means. So the agent operation manual, you're operating inside the WAT system, workflows, agents, and tools. This design intentionally separates responsibilities. Probabilistic AI handles reasoning and coordination, while deterministic code handles execution. That separation is what keeps the system stable and dependent. So what it actually means, you are good at thinking and planning, and the tools are good at doing things exactly the same way every single time. So instead of you trying to do everything yourself, you just think of what needs to happen, then you tell the right tool to do the job, and this way fewer mistakes are happen and the system works more reliably. It's like a boss who plans the job and the workers who use machines to build it correctly every time. So let's go over the second part. This is actually understanding the WAT system. So the first layer is the workflows themselves. So Markdown SOPs. This is our standard operation procedures stored inside the workflows. This is a folder that will be created during the execution of the Claude Code. Each workflow clearly defines the objectives, requires inputs, which tools must be used, and expected outputs, and how to handle edge cases and failures. It all has to be written in clear, practical language, similar to briefing a capable teammate. And workflow describe what needs to happen and why. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We'll go over the second one. So the second layer is the agents, which is, as you can see, the orchestrator. So this is your responsibility. When I say your, it's the AIs. So you, again, the AI, read and interprets the appropriate workflow, execute tools in the correct order, handles failure intelligently, asks clarifying questions when inputs are unclear or missing. And I give it a couple of examples. So overall, this means that the AI is the planner and not the worker. So I tell him all of these instructions, and you can think about it like this, that you are the manager in the kitchen and you don't cook the dish yourself, but you read the recipe and tell the chef what to cook. So let's say, I'll give you an example. If you needed data from a website, you don't try to manually scrape it by yourself. You open the instructions files, you see what information is needed, and you run the correct scraping tools. So this one is pretty short. I'll just explain to you. So the tools are pretty much the workers. These are little computer programs. They all will be saved inside the tools folder, and they do the actual work, like talking to other websites and changing data into right format, saving and reading files, and getting or storing information in the database. Passwords and secret keys are kept in a safe file called .env, so they're not shown in the real code. I'll explain it to you, so don't worry. So the main important stuff are that tools should always work in the same way, not guess, and be easy to test. So in here I just give it a couple of operational guidelines, and if you want the whole file, I post it in my free school community, so you can check out the link down below and you can download it for free. So yeah, it's pretty much just operational guidelines. So in here I explain to it how to have the improvement loop, which means that it can understand how it failed and how it can correct itself, and the directory structure. Again, don't worry about it. It can seem a little scary, but that's okay. So let's actually dive in and try to build our first project. So as you can see in here, I just pasted my request, and in here, as you can see on the left bottom part, you have an option to click this button. So let me explain to you what it means. You have the plan mode, the bypass permission, ask before edits, and edit automatically. Right now we'll start in plan mode. What this is going to do is pretty much as it says, plan the situation instead of immediately executing the plan, immediately executing the code and running and building stuff. It's going to plan it, going to ask us questions if it doesn't understand something, and only then after we agree with it, then it's going to start building. So let me go over what I just told it to do. So I said, hey Claude, I need your help building an automation. I want an automation basically scrape tons of YouTube videos and YouTube channels in my niche, which is AI and AI automation. I will make it short for you. I just told it that I want to scrape and get a lot of videos and ideas for me as a AI YouTube channel owner to get ideas for YouTube videos to make. So let's send it and see what we get back. So watch what happens. Claude Code doesn't just say, okay, it's done. It starts asking you actual questions. And this is a good sign because an AI that asks questions before building is an AI that's going to build something useful. So answer each one of those. Honestly and specifically, the more details you give to it, the better the output will be. So let's go over the questions and see what we want it to do. So how often should the automation run and send you a report? I want it on demand. What format should the slide deck be delivered in? I want it to be in PDF. And again, it doesn't matter if you choose something else. I chose whatever is comfortable for me. And do you have a Google Cloud project already set up with API enabled? So for me, it is. I do have it set up, but again, don't worry, I'll show you how to do it. So I'll click yes. Are there any specific YouTube channels or creators in the AI niche you want to be tracked? I do have some of them, and I'll click yes. So again, as you can see, it's thinking again, and we'll keep planning. So I'll get back to you when we have more questions. So now, as you can see, we got our plan back. So let's go over it and see if we accept it. If not, we'll tell it what to do in a different way. And if we like it, we'll just send it and start building. So let's see. The YouTube AI trend report automation. If we want an on-demand automation that scrapes YouTube channel videos in the AI automation niche, analyze what's trending and performs well. And again, right now I'm going to read through it. Also stop the video and read it. If not, you can just skip forward and I'll get back to you if I'm satisfied with it. In here we have the architecture overview and the data flow. And again, if you don't understand something in here specifically, it's okay. You don't have to, because this is the technical details and Claude Code will take care of it for us. Files to create, you don't need to look at this also. Tool specification, here it goes over each file and what it means and how it's going to work. This is the configuration file. In here you can see the search words. This is what it's going to search with. Here we have the channels, here we have the report. Here dependencies, this is what it's going to install before actually running the program. And again, don't worry about it. In here, this is the .env, .environment file, and I will show you how to get every single API key in here. So the only thing I'm not really happy about is the amount of channels that it's looking around in here. So I will tell it to increase the amount of channels that it searches through. So just simply go down here, go into tell Claude what to do instead, and just tell it. So as you can see, I just told it that I wanted to go through more YouTube channels. Liam Utterly and Nate Herc, these are two YouTubers that I like in the AI and AI automation niche. So again, just click enter, and it will go right back into planning mode, and I'll get right back to you after it finishes. So as you can see, it just finished. So let's go over it again and see what it did. Let's see. So as you can see, it's just handled and added more YouTube channels in here, and overall it kept the whole structure the same. So right now it's the interesting part, and we'll say that yes, we want to auto accept the plan. So as you can see, it actually creates a to-do list, and now it's going to go step by step and mark out every time it finishes a requirement. So as you can see, it finished the first one, it crosses it out, and now it will go step by step. So another thing that's going to happen when it's on it, as you can see, it automatically moved from plan mode to edit automatically mode in here. So what's going to happen, and I will show in a second, it's going to ask questions it's going to ask questions for a lot of steps in the way. So instead of doing this, we'll just change it to bypass automatically to a bypass mode, and then it won't ask us any question and we'll just go and run with its plan. So as you can see, this is the first question. So it asks us to use a specific skill. Again, I will tell it yes. And now I will show you that I'm going to change this from edit automatically to bypass permission. So right now it's not going to ask me any more questions. It's just going to run with the plan and give me the final product. So I'll get back to you when we have it finished. So as you can see, it's all finished. We have a lot of new files in here. You can open them up and see what's in here. In the tools, we have all kinds of Python files. In here, we have the YouTube trend report.md. So yeah, let's read through the creation. So it tells us what was created, all the files, and how to get started. So in here again, you just go step by step by what it tells you. So install dependencies. So usually, and not usually, all the time that you need to install stuff and have all of these kind of instructions, you need to open the terminal. So let me show you how to do it. You go up to the right side of the screen. You see 4 options here. You click on the one with the horizontal line. It's called toggle panel. So you just click on it. Then you will see a small window pop up in here. And this is called the terminal. Again, if you don't know what it is, you don't really need to worry about it. You just need to know that you need to copy and paste things inside here. So copy this. Also, I'm going to explain to you guys what each command does. And again, if you don't know what it is, it's fine. So cd, and then you see this directory. It means that it goes inside this directory. So now we can access all the files inside the cloud projects. Then you send this command, which installs all of the requirements from the requirements.txt. Now it has installed all of them. So right now it wants us to fill the config.yaml file. So let's open it. And as you can see, we have the channels, we have the search keywords and the reports. So in here, it tells you that it wants to replace this email too with our email. So yeah, let's just write it. And again, you just replace it with your own email. Click on save, Control S. And also in here, you can add more channels if you want, but I'm pretty happy with what's already in here. So for the next file, we need to fill the .env file. So you can close the config file, open the .env. So as you can see, I don't have an .env file, so let's just tell it that. As you can see, I just told it there is no .env file, and right now it's going to probably understand it and create a new file, and then we'll have to fill it out. As you can see, it has created the .env file, so let's open it. And in here you have to paste all of this information. So as you can see, it's already pasted my own email. And let me show you how to get the YouTube API key. And usually you will have instructions from Claude Code in here. So just let me show you how I will do it with you guys, but overall you'll have instructions and you can do it by yourself. So just go into the link that it shows you. So right here you would have to click on the left part on API and services and go into credentials. And in here, if you don't have a key, you just click on create credentials and then you create the API key. So right now I'm going to copy and paste it and I'll get right back to you guys. So this is how you get the YouTube API key. And then to get the Tropic API key, again, just go to the specific site it tells you to go to. Then go into API keys, create a key if you don't have any, and just call it with the name you want. We'll call it Claude. So copy it, close, go in here and paste it. And the emails are correct. So just again, really important, if you see the white dot here, it means that the file is not saved and it won't run. So really important to click on Command Save or Control Save if you're on Windows. So let's see. Right now we're finished with the API keys, and let's see what were the instructions to finish the run. So to run the full pipeline, we need to copy and paste all of these commands. So go inside here, and a quick nice tip: if you don't like all of the mess that's inside the terminal, you can just type clear, and then it clears all of the things in here. So right now, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really know how it wants me to run the full pipeline because it gives some weird reactions, so just type to it. As you can see, I told it that I don't understand how to run the pipeline, and please do it by himself. So let's see what it does. As you can see, it has a whole to-do list, and it has installed Python dependencies, and now it's going to run all of the relevant things. So as you can see, it finished running, and as it says, let me check my Gmail inbox. So let's go over it. So as you can see, we got our email in here, YouTube AI trend report. And as you can see, we have a PDF file that includes our weekly AI and automation niche report is ready, and that the attached PDF file contains the top trending videos. Let's just open it up and see what's inside it. So as you can see, the text is not 100%, but that's pretty good for a couple of iterations of the Claude Code. And it has 15 pages, and it has all kinds of summaries. So the AI space temperature is very hot. We have all of the emerging topics, of the declining topics. So as you can see, it has a lot of cool graphs and information. Has this pie chart. So overall, I can go over it and decide what's my next video is going to be about. So right now I'm pretty satisfied with the results. So the automation, so let me explain to you that the automation right now only runs when I manually tell it to, and that's pretty useful, but it's not the end goal. The end goal is to forget that it exists and get every morning the PDF file. So to make it happen, we need to deploy it somewhere. And there's a free and a pretty easy option called Model. So Model is like renting a tiny computer in the cloud that runs your code on schedule. You pay only when you actually run it, and not per hour, not per month, just per execution. And for the daily email, that it takes about 30 seconds to run, it's taking like pennies. And also, if you the minute that you sign in, you get like $5 for free, and it will last you like a lot of time. So just create a free account, and you'll get free credits to start. Then go to the dashboard, and as you can see, you have the credits in here, and this is the account. So let's go inside Claude Code and tell that we want to deploy it on Model. So just write to it, and actually let's go to plan mode before it actually deploys it. I'm just literally going to tell it that want to deploy it on Model. Send it and see the plan that it gets back. So as you can see, we got our plan, and let's go over it. So the context is that the pipeline runs correctly locally, and we want to deploy it to Model. Let's see what we got, what we created. We created a new file, which is the model app.py. It tells us how it works. It shows us the structure, and then we have an option to run it on demand when we want it. So we'll have to use these two commands in the terminal. So yeah, looks pretty good. And for verification, we will have to run this to watch logs and confirm each step. Print success. We need to check the Gmail for PDF and verify the scheduling. So yeah, let's accept it, and let's let it run. And again, as you can see, I will put it into bypass mode. So as you can see, we got the results back, and it tells us to do a couple of things. And again, let's say I don't want to open the terminal and do it myself. I will just tell it to do it all by itself. So it says that it's done, the app is deployed and fully automated, and we need to view it on Model. So let's see what we got. So as you see, once I go into the dashboard, we have this run pipeline, which means that we have the app running. And if we click on it, we will see that the next run will be in 6 days, but for the sake of the video, let's run it right now and see if it works. So let's click on run now. And as you can see, an immediate run is scheduled. The status is pending, so let's see what it does. As you can see, the setup was 1.8 seconds to set up, and it's running, and let's see what we get back. So as you can see, the status is that it has been successful. The execution took 2.5 minutes. So let's go back to the email and see what we got back. And as you see, we get another email with a PDF file. And as you can see, you can just scroll through it. And yeah, that's pretty nice. So basically, here's what you want to take away from today. Claude Code isn't magic. It's not going to read your mind. You still need to think clearly about what you want to build and describe it well. But the technical execution, that's handled pretty much completely. You don't need to learn Python. You don't need to understand APIs at a deep level. You just need to communicate well. And the best next step is to build something small and useful for yourself. And keep it simple and finish it. Deploy it and feel what it's like when you have something working. If you want the exact Claude.md template I used today, I've linked it in the description. It's free. Just grab it in my free school community and customize it in your own project. And if this clicks for you, and if this video actually made Claude Code actually make sense for you, hit the subscribe button. I put a new automation tutorial a couple of times a week, and they build on top of each other. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.